Hey there, welcome back to the Overtime Chatter. And I want to recap SWV and Escape, Queens of R&B, Season 1, Episode 5. Um, the scene starts, well, it's starting beginning, just showing you where everybody at. You got Coco, I think that's Coco sitting in the middle of her closet talking to her son Jay. She wants to clean her closet out, and you have Tamika is on the phone with Latasha. She's tired of not having her sisterhood, and it's still not gonna be a sisterhood. It's just something with that's just not right. Latasha's in the studio with Rocky and this guy named Brad. I guess he's the engineer. They're in there. You can hear her music playing in the background. She advertising that. And the next big thing that both groups have to do is they're going to show up at a dance studio because they need to hire dancers for this concert that they're doing. Then they start, as they arrive, the ladies arrive, they're being introduced to the dancers who don't know them. And they're talking about each woman that's pretty much coming in. Is Lily saying that if she had to pick the worst dancer in her group, that it would be her. And she kind of looked like she can't dance either, I'm just saying. Then I think also in their group, Candy always, well, I seen little moves Candy do. Candy says she's not really a dancer. The best dancer for them is for Escape. Tamika said it was her. I can believe that. She said they show her a clip at 8 months pregnant, and she said she was tearing up the floor. I saw her. It didn't look like she was tearing. She was dancing, but she wasn't doing. She made it sound like she was doing some Shakira shit. With the hips and all that. She just had. Anyway, she okay. If she the best dancer, then they're gonna be all right, I guess. And then the best on SWV is Taj, and she said she the best dancer with rickety knees. So, they some they know how they dancing. So anyway, it's a bunch of dancers there. It's a nice little turnout for them to have for a dance call. Um, Eventually, everybody gets there except for Candy. She can't come that day. Even Latasha come in, and I think she got a stylist. I don't know if it's me. Well, we'll get to that when we go to the costumes. So anyway, all I'm knowing is, okay, so anyway, they all in a place and they having fun and who can dance and who can't dance, and they're picking out the dancers that they want, of course, by the numbers that they win. Then you see, I like when you see Taj coming in. She get up there like she know the routine, but they pick up behind her. One of the choreographers follow her lead, and they start doing what she do till she start doing that crazy shit like spinning on her. She spinning on her back and shit. That's just crazy to me. So anyway, she doing the worm. She just carrying on, and I'm laughing at that scene where Lily is saying how she can't dance and she's sitting at the table. I guess she caught herself doing the snake. She just, nah. I can't do this shit either, but I ain't. She just doing some bullshit. Okay. So anyway, SWV is a scene where all the ladies, the SWV ladies, are meeting in a hookah spot. Ooh, woo! That dude, it's like a Pharaoh. If the restaurant was called Pharaoh something, Pharaoh hookah, Pharaoh whatever, but that dude that set them down, that the male host, the waiter, he was fine as hell. Ooh, I was like, And they ain't even flirt with him. They was like, they just they went everything more than man. I've been like, shit, you on the menu? That's old, huh? I'm old. Well, anyway, they get to talking, and SWV, Taj tells them that, hey, they think them motherfuckers said, they, with the followers between Candy and Tiny, that they in the millions. That the three of them together with their followers on the Instagram or the social media, they ain't got 1 million together. So you know, Lily's like, I'm not cool with motherfuckers thinking that you know, that they up here and I'm down here. You understand what I'm saying? She was like, okay, y'all got this, but we got that. You know, it's one of them things. So they don't know what they want to do. They just know that they want that last song to be their song, which is weak. And they saying they wanted the SWV wanted to be their song closing. Candy and them wanted to be their song closing, Understanding. To me, equally, the songs, they have the same effect. It was good times, it was good music, they're a good group. But everybody, why is it such a big fucking deal? Just do the one thing and get out of here. You know what I'm saying? I know nobody like to feel like somebody think they better than them, but this if you start looking, if you look outside of the group, if you look outside of each of the groups, this concert thing is bigger than y'all. It's bigger than y'all. It ain't just y'all making this together, making this big, making history. You're saying it's history, I guess. I don't know. I never followed music that hard, but it's an opportunity, and this is what I'm saying. You letting this who gonna build first, who gonna sing first, who song last. You making that determine what y'all gonna do. Why don't y'all just get past the shit and do it? You don't know. Maybe you having the last song will be better for you. Everything ain't always what it look like. Yeah, everything ain't always what it like. And why you always gotta win? Okay, I didn't like when Tiny did her part where, you know, everybody be like, Tiny, she the mediator. She this Tiny worry about her bag just like everybody else. Yep. So when they start talking about that bag and they ain't look like how she wanted to, she started opening up her damn mouth. Before, remember, she was quiet. But when shit don't go, when it's not how Tiny wanted, she start gassing up Candy. And yeah, instead of just saying that shit, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be there. We're gonna do it. We ain't gonna do it. If they already told you they're gonna sing the last song, and you told them that they can't, then it ain't nothing. That shit is over with. Okay, so anyway, next thing you know, you see him again at the hookah lounge with the fine guy, and while they sitting there too, Lily and Coco trying to figure out which one of them is the nastiest, because she said Lily writes good erotica, but she was telling the truth about that erotic shit, because I know one time, years ago, I tried to write it. You can't talk about sex for so many times. After a while, my imagination, for a while, you start dating aliens and shit that's green, because you can't come up with, you ain't got but a couple holes. What you gonna do with all of them? So anyway, you know, and to SWV, it ain't how many people are asses you can put in the seats, it's how many records you can sell. And I guess you could do that shit. I saw on one of these shows where the commentator was trying to find out like what star. I think it was when Doja Cat shit came out, and they said that in 2023, not they said, on iHeartRadio said in 2023, her sound for 2023, Doja Cat was downloaded like 3 point something billion fucking times. So I think if you want to know who making the money, download the shit. See who shit got the work. I don't care enough about it to do it. I'll listen to somebody else that did it, but I'm not finna to do all that shit. And you know what? And then after all this shit that they doing, it made me not want to come to the concert, because it make me feel like once I go there, that unity that I think that sisters or groups or women are supposed to have with each other ain't there. Y'all motherfuckers hate each other, but y'all sing together, which lets me know that shit's about the bag. Y'all don't really care about the culture or being hung up in a museum somewhere. Why somebody can't? That's what I'm saying. Everybody always want to win, but everybody a winner. Everybody gets you still on TV. You getting money. You in the concert. You don't know what this will spin off, because this shit right here, this look like some bullshit. Just like some high school, we ain't gonna do it, dumb shit. And I know all y'all, none of y'all as old as me. Neither none of y'all on the panel or in the group. But this shit is ridiculous. Even my granddaughter is 10 and she know better than not to do no dumb shit like this. So anyway, let's just keep it moving. I also like this, and Lily ain't playing, because you know what, Lily, that's how you know it's out of hand, because usually, to me, she's the most even keel out of both people in all the groups. When she said that, did you remember to tell Tamika, she told Taj, did you remember to tell Tamika that that's her job to kiss Tiny and Candy ass, not ours, or some shit along the line, but yeah, that was real fucked up. But she do, I don't understand the dynamics of that group. I don't know if it's because them two make the most money or what's going on, but I don't know. I used to kind of like Tiny, but I think she low-key sneaky too, to tell you the truth. Yeah, I kind of do, just a little bit. And I don't say sneaky in a bad way. I think somebody, if they have thoughts about you or they got something to say, don't use your friend or somebody else with a mouthpiece. Open up your fucking mouth and say it yourself. I mean, I make it sound like it's easy. It's not easy to start shit. Not really. Not if you're not a shit starter, but you know, they was like, her daughter came to talk to her, and when her daughter was there, and she was speaking with, I'm tearing paper. Her daughter, Zozanique, I think that's Tiny's oldest daughter. She came around there to see her at one of her 5 houses. Okay, that's nice. Then she was telling her daughter kind of like what's going on in the group, and all the years Candy was telling her, oh, Tasha only mess with us when she needs us, but soon she don't need us no more, she don't fuck with us, and this incident I'm really paying attention, and I see, but lo and behold, before she started talking about that shit, she sure was plugging her daughter. Oh, both kids, the oldest daughter, Zazanik or whatever, oh, she ready for anything, acting, singing, dancing, shuffling, she just ready, she just be on, and she everywhere. I mean, she just hot for it. Then this next thing is a little girl. That motherfucker stay in the kitchen. She was in the kitchen playing with slime on the counter. And, you know, Tiny was telling her daughter, Zozanique, or whoever, that, you know, they had a really good time in Florida, that she wished she would have came. And she should have been there. And then she asked the little girl, Eris, I think that's her name. The youngest one is 6. Excuse me, why do I have hiccups? She asked her how mommy did, and little girl, you did very, 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 very. Okay, good, spectacular. That was the ending of that. So anyway, like I said, she was plugging the shit out of her daughters. Okay, and you got Coco and Candy have to go see Steve, and Coco tripping because she's like, I don't know why the fuck we gotta go see Steve. He in the set. What you gotta know? But she don't really know, because that ain't, apparently that kind of Steve shit ain't their shit. When they do their concerts, the way Tiny make it sounds that they wear their shit from the 90s. They got just the regular, they got the shit from the 90s doing. They don't have the LED screens and optics and the costumes and all that shit. She said they wear combat boots, you know, some bullshit, like they just roll out of bed and go get on the stage, pretty much, is what she was saying. They don't have a production. They just get up there and sing. So anyway, back to Coco and Candy sitting in this meeting with Steve, and like, you know, Coco just sitting there. I don't know, like she might not. She took a medicine. She was sitting in the chair, and they were going down a song list. And what we're gonna do? I don't like that one. Really? That's kind of it. She would say something, and Candy would look at her, right? And then she was like, well, you know, it was just talking about the transition of the song and shit. She was like, I don't know why I got to be there. Well, the reason why you got to be there is because he wanted to line the songs up. So I believe, I'm not no fucking stage manager, but or production person, but I believe he need to have y'all know what the fuck y'all get ready to do, so he can know what to do with the screen when the rain supposed to come and the horses and y'all ass is supposed to come out, whatever, all that shit that Tamika and Taj was wanting in the production. He need to be on cue to do that type of shit. So anyway, you can tell it's just a little bit tension in the room, and the tension is that each one of them wants that song to be last, and the reason why they say that is I didn't hear Candy say it, but I heard Coco say the reason why they want it is because it make it look like they the headliners. Back to that shit again, who got top billing or whatever. So anyway, they don't know what they're gonna do. They just know they're gonna meet up at the costume place, because if they're gonna do this shit, they gotta have stuff to wear. So each of them is just showing up. You got Tiny and Candace are driving. They have a person driving them up there to the place, and they're in the back of the car talking. They're like, "What we gonna do? Well, what's gonna happen if we want our song to play last? They want their song to play last. What the fuck we gonna do?" And then Tiny said, "I don't know now. There ain't gonna have no show there. There ain't gonna be no show. There ain't gonna be no show." Well, she said something like that. That's how it sounded to me. I guess there won't be no show then. So that's that. Then you get in the car Jay, which is Coco's son, Taj and Coco, yeah. And they're talking, and Jay has decided he wanted to go back to school. And so he's going to go back to dental school. And I hope when he go back that he's serious about it, because I don't care, go, don't go. It's your life. I think I said that before. Well, I want my kid to go. Yeah, I want my kid to go if he and that motherfucker doing what he's supposed to do. Dental school costs a lot of money, but if you're in that motherfucker just playing and you don't think you're going to be able to pass, bring your ass home and get you a job. Yeah. So, anyway, they tell him that they're glad that he's going to go back to school and how he could be the singing instead of giving his patients when he becomes a dentist anesthesia. He just sing and put him to sleep, or, sing to him. The singing dentist, some shit like that, so everybody happy. So anyway, I like what Jay says in the car, and I think so too. At that age that they are, they should be able to wear what the fuck they want to wear, but be presentable with, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to wear the same thing that she wear. I could wear the same color, but I don't want to wear, I don't want to wear the same shit. So anyway, they talking and everybody finally show up. And then here come Latasha. Usually she lasts but I don't know what the fuck did she have on. I didn't like that cut up with the glasses. Look, they had denim around them or something, and the denim shirt with the biker shorts underneath of it. Did she have on heels? That shit was just she did too much. She just, I don't know. I think as women mature, as we get older, it's just certain shit. Just cause your body say, just cause they make it in your signs, don't mean you're supposed to wear. It's like shit just age. Okay, let's just get inside the place. So anyway, they get inside the place, and they all think they're in Magic City. I've never been to Magic City, but it's so popular. I believe it's like some kind of strip club in Atlanta, and they named a couple of them, and that's what's hanging around. You got fur, you got drawers with fur on the front for the coochie to cover it, and strings and all kinds of things. This is like, I don't even have shit to fall out of, but it's so small you'll fall out of it. So anyway, each woman is telling, well, I kind of like this look, and I kind of like that, and I like sequins. They motherfuckers can't even get the same color right, and that's why I'm saying I think they should all have their own style, which I think that's what this guy is doing, but it just should just be cohesive. You ain't got to match, just be cohesive. So, and then I'm going to tell you the truth, I'm little. I probably weigh about 105 pounds. I'm really small. 100 pounds, 104, 5'4" in height. So I'm kind of small. But even with me being small, I got to be comfortable. I'm kind of like with the one, was that Taj that says she can't? I don't have no big titties, and I don't have no big booty or hips or none of that, but I got to be comfortable. You see? I seem like when I was little, I could wear that shit, the bodycon and the this and the that. And man, I got to breathe now. I got to feel comfortable. Right before I came on this, this is what I call those clothes. Clothes that I have to wear outside, like to the doctors or to work. I call them street clothes. When I come home, I take that shit off. I put on some house clothes. I love a robe. I love lounging stuff. But I like it to be real nice, of course. I don't think it's lounger as a t-shirt with big ass. I mean, everybody got their own shit that they feel comfortable in laying in their house. And I just like, it ain't lingerie, it's lounging clothes. Like I like that type of shit with a nice robe. So, you know, I could feel her on that. So anyway, like I said, they couldn't pick out color. It was silver. One wanted silver and black. One wanted silver and white. One wanted blue and something else. It's just a whole bunch of shit. But none of that song, none of that what we gonna wear shit matter if there's not gonna be no show. So anyway, Natasha wanted the show to go on, but I think she wanted the show to go on because she need a bag. I think she need a bag. So she wanted let's do one show, just one show. So she wanted to do one show. So if she's saying that shit, that means she needs to do a show. So anyway, they in there just not agreeing to disagree on a whole bunch of shit. And they got the Mr. Did they say Troy whoever the designer is and his little boyfriend. That was real nice. I had to stand there and listen to that bullshit. I've been like, I know that his clients, but I've been like, I don't want to hear this shit. Can y'all talk about that shit outside? I got her to make costumes if y'all gonna do this shit about. And I ain't got but maybe like a week and a half to finish this shit up. So anyway, they all got measured, and they haven't figured out who's gonna end with what song and who's gonna do what. But anyway, the next thing you know, the next thing you know, they all meeting again. And I'm like, what the fuck is they meeting without SWV? They must have get ready to tell them that they just not, or fuck it. I think that Coco said it before she left the dressmaker, the designer. She said, fuck it. It's just like, we ain't budging, y'all ain't budging. So what's up? And that's when Tamika was like, so what are you saying? And she was like, what I'm saying is, if y'all motherfuckers ain't budging and we ain't budging, ain't no show. So then it's like, why you being immature? She's like, I ain't being immature. I'm just sick of this shit. Ain't gonna be no show then. Well, anyway, so when they meeting, because god damn, Latasha, your man just... Everybody say you stupid. I don't think you stupid. I think you know what the fuck you doing. Because they done called you in there because they found out that Rocky was doing some shit with some promoters. And whatever it was, he was getting more money than he should for some reason. And that's Rocky shit. I don't even know this man, but it seems like every time somebody talk about him, they're talking about how bad he hustling people. What got me fucked up was you are in the fucking text. This man is telling this guy that he's scamming with that, hey, in order for this shit to go down, I'm gonna need this amount of money, and I already proved to my woman that you good for what you say, because I showed her the $10,000 that you already done sent me. So here she go. Y'all just gonna believe a whole bunch of copies of some text messages, and then her sister says, that's his phone number. If you look at the fucking papers that I gave you, that's your husband's phone number. This screenshots of him talking to the fucking dude, and they saying that you know, and you trying to tell me that you don't know nothing. What you talking about? That this ain't Rocky. I don't know what to say. I think if you just keep saying that shit enough to yourself that you think that we're gonna believe that your name's in the shit saying that you know about what's getting ready to go on, but you standing in front of the ladies instead. That's what I'm saying. It's hard to tell the truth, especially when you got caught in the lie. Just tell it. Trust me, it's so much easier just to be like, it hurt so bad, but yes, this happened. What are you gonna say? How can you dispel it's his phone number and your husband mentioned you in the text like 3 or 4 times? What are you talking about? So, I'm just saying, just do your thing. You cannot be over here. Go, Jules. What do you want? My grandson. I should have locked my door. So with that, that's what you see last. You see them confronting. You see Tamika, Candace, and Tiny, and confronting Latasha. Can you not do that? Confronting her, please. Your book bag is hitting the wall. Confronting Latasha. I don't edit, y'all. I don't know how to do this shit. I gotta learn. I'm learning as I go. they're confronting her about the stolen money. You know they're going to get there to the bottom of this shit because you don't take no money. You don't take no bag from Candy. There is no deficit. So she going to get to the bottom of this. But you know, I realized something. Like Candy liked this shit. Because when Tamika was reading the emails, talking to her, telling her about this shit, telling her about that, you can't do that while I'm talking. You got to leave. Or be quiet, okay? It'd be too much work if I tried to grab him and get him out of the room, so I'm just gonna sit here. It'd take me longer to get him out. So what I'm saying is, she was kind of digging that shit. She had like a little smirk on her face, and I just didn't think that was cool at all. So, I'm going to get off of this thing now because I'm being distracted by my grandson. But I just had to just let y'all know that this whole thing is just crazy. The whole thing is just absolutely crazy. It's this many women, they can't pull it together. I don't know what to say. I have an individual take on all of them. I think Tamika is still hurting real bad. Her relationship is still fucked up with her mama and her sister. If I had to say a group that's more cohesive together, I would have to say it's SWV. I think maybe because they're older women and, you know, they done some shit. But I don't know. It's too petty for me. It's interesting, but it's so petty. And I hope that they see it's not a loss. Everybody gaining something. They want to do the show, so the show gets got. People want to see the concert. I can't necessarily say me, because when I see a group, I don't care if you can sing. I want y'all to be happy making this music together. That's what's behind it for me. I don't want to be y'all cussing and calling each other all types of bitches and try to outdo one another. And then I'm standing there smiling with y'all while y'all singing. I know y'all hate each other. Some people don't have a problem with that shit. I would have a problem with that. So anyway, I'm going to get off of this thing. And I'll be back tomorrow with a recap of something. But anyway, have a good day. Enjoy yourself. And you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. Thank you. Like, dislike, leave a comment. Tell me things that you're interested in. Tell me if you can hear me. If the stacks behind me look okay to stare at, just talk to me. I'm trying to make friends. And have a good day. Bye.